So this symbol right here is called the integral symbol, or I think it might also be called the integrand, or that might be the result. I got to double check. But the integral. This is asking for the integral. Okay, so it's that weird squiggly line, and then you see numbers here and here. So what do these numbers mean? What the integral symbol asks you to do visually is to find the area under the curve for this graph. Okay, so it's just a plain old number, right? You could think of this part next to the integral symbol as your function f of x. Okay, and then if we want to know how to graph this, if you've forgotten, this is just a constant. This is like y equals negative 20. Okay, so you go down to negative 20 on the y-axis and you draw a horizontal line to show all the points where y could equal negative 20. So that's the graph of this function. And the integral asks you for the area under the curve with respect to the x-axis. So here's our graph. The integral says what's the area from x equals 3 as a starting point to x equals 7 for this part between your graph and your x-axis. It's just a box, right? So that's a nice quick area to find. Because we know that this vertical distance is 20. So this is 20. And then from 3 to 7, that's 4 for units. So 4 times 20 makes 80. So that's, and actually we should say negative 20 because that's below the x-axis. The sign matters. Okay, so the area under the curve here is negative 80. And that's it. That's the answer for this integral. This integral evaluates to be negative 80. Let me see. Okay, I think for this, if you're watching this video and you're not in my class, this is where we're going to stop for this one. You might be thinking, well, what's the antiderivative? That's coming up in the next section of our text. So this video might not be for you, but it hopefully gives you the right visual representation. If you're asked to find the integral, that is what you're doing, is you're finding the area between your graph and the x-axis.